stars! Hope you're all fierce. Welcome to The Performer's Path, the podcast where we delve into the highs and lows of the performance industry and beyond. If it's using your creative juices for onstage, in auditions, or those in between jobs, we discuss it all with real people in the industry who've been there and got the t-shirt as a gift. By discussing audition, rejections and success, we're taking away the fear of the unknown whilst also giving vital tips for success. So let's tread the boards together in this week's episode. In our first episode, we introduce John-Paul Birss. He talks about feeling out of his depth in training, but loving it at the same time, about our contrasting mantra of I can't do this, and they're just dreams until the day you make it happen.
Well, I came to the Hammond and I'd barely done any dance. I'd done the bare minimum. I just wanted to be on stage, and at 19 I said, I went and did a 2-year course. Well, it was a lot easier than this. And then I came here and I was like, wow.
In what way?
Well, the first year I remember we did 9 ballet classes in a week.
Yeah.
But I think I did 1 a week in the college before, but I'd never danced before. I'd never sang before, only like in my bedroom.
Yeah.
I'd never done anything, and then all of a sudden I was doing 9 to 6:30 every single day, loving every single day, but also going, I can't do this.
Why am I here?
Because I was surrounded by everyone had done it. There's some people who started like 10, but they'd already had like 6 to 7 years on me, and I was just I felt completely out of depth.
So what was your first experience coming here and feeling that fear of it? Was it only in dance, or was it in vocals and
it was everything, because I felt like I didn't know anything. Sometimes I still feel like that now. Because I'm just like, I don't know. Because people go, teach singing. I can't teach singing. I don't know what I'm talking about. I just do it. It was just amazing. I really actually loved it. I came out with a very positive experience. Yes, there were times that were hard, and there were days that I wanted to quit.
Tell us about that.
We did my first year, we did the end of year show, it was great, and then I got asked to be in Tour de Ban.
Which was HGS, it was called Tour de Ban, which was the maiden name of, was it Irene Hammond, I think it was, wasn't it?
I think so.
And JP was the only person that we had from first year stepping into that role, because we didn't have enough boys at the time.
And I was like, why are you asking me? Because I was just like, I was a first year. But what's also weird is I was older than all the third years.
Yeah.
I was 21 when I came here, and I was the oldest in that Tour de Ban. But I basically felt like I was a beginner. And I remember you came up to me, you said, I want you to be in this number. Someone said dropped out. It was the trio Cade. Beer. I was like, she went, and you've got 24 hours to learn it. You're doing it tomorrow. And I went, huh? I was just like, I was literally like, I can't learn that. She went, I remember that noise now. You went, you will? Because you're doing it? Yeah. And I went, oh, right, okay. And then I did that duet with Cade from Rent. I did Saturday Night Fever. I was a dance partner with Alexandra Bryan. She was so good. And I was like, why are you partnering with someone who's like a fire pocket rocket?
Why do you think I did that?
I think you were pushing me.
Do you think?
Yeah, and because I was just like, wow, being with someone that talented, I was just like, it pushed me that I wanted to be like that.
Funny that, I wonder why I've done that. There's method to the madness.
It was really, really scary going into that show, because they were all third years and I was just the first year.
And what did you do to overcome that fear?
I was like, I want this. Yeah, I felt the fire inside me, and I was like, I've got to go away. And I prepped. And I literally listened to Beer and to Rent and all those songs that I had to sing back to back. And when I did the choreo for Saturday Night Fever, which was way harder than I'd ever done anything before. The partner work is out of this world. Yeah. It's like full on lips, turns, everything.
Yeah.
And I remember going, I don't know if I can do this. And I did it, and I still to this day love that number.
Yeah, it is.
And because I was just like, I felt like an actual dancer.
Yeah.
And it was the first time, I think, after that whole year going, I think I could do this.
Great. I'm so glad about that, because a lot of people I use those same tactics now, and a lot of those people will run away from it and let it become so overwhelming. So instead of stepping towards those things like you did, I mean, at first you did say, I can't do this, I can't do this. This is something that is just not going to happen.
Because I was just felt so out of my depth.
What did you say to me that day?
Can you remember?
Yes.
Go on, tell me.
I can't do this. I can't do this.
Yeah.
And I remember it really, really well.
I've said to you many times throughout the years. I remember in my tour event talking to you, going, I can't do this.
I can't do this.
I can't do this. I said, you're asking too much of me.
And I was never asking too much of you, was I?
No.
So, do you know about Matthew McConaughey? You know Matthew McConaughey?
Not personally.
Not personally, like.
But I might do.
Eventually.
One day.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
When he was growing up, his mum and dad, if they caught him swearing, they'd wash his mouth out. If he said can't and got caught saying can't, he'd get a slap. So that's why he would always just go into absolutely everything.
Yeah.
Always. So going back to the fear.
Yeah, back to the fear.
Back to the fear. What point was it where you stepped past it?
Realising it had to be done.
In what way?
Because I wanted it. I really, really wanted it. I didn't know how I was going to get there. I just knew I had to get there. There was no question. I just had to do it. And somehow I just had to find ways. I remember asking all the students, can you help me? I need more help. I need you to go over this with me, go over that with me. And they did. And even now, to this day, my wife Ashley, she'll do that with me when I get overwhelmed with certain things. I go, I just need you to help me. She'll go, okay, do the choreo, and again, and again.
Yeah.
And I'll go. Because for me, it's always repetition. I consider myself a bit of a bad learner, but I think that might be it, just something I've told myself.
Do you think?
Because I always felt like I was behind, because everyone was so ahead of me in terms of technique.
So your comparison of yourself to other people has not been really healthy over the years, has it?
Never compare yourself, just it holds you back.
I think you should compare yourself. I really do,
okay.
JP.
No, yeah, you have got a point.
Because I think in a way it drove you, but in a way it put you down so much that you felt on several occasions that you couldn't do it, and you felt like you needed to quit.
I just felt like I'm surrounded by this talent I would never reach.
Okay, talk to us about your career path.
So I graduated in 2008.
Maybe before you graduated?
Well, I started amateur dramatics when I was 10. Joined with my brother, and we did a show every year in one of the biggest theatres in Wirral at the Floral Pavilion, and I was there till I was 20, must be just before I came to Hammond, and they were like, okay, you're too old now.
So it's a youth theatre.
Yeah, it's a youth theatre, you're now a man. So I was there.
Are you a man yet?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I just got older, but I'm not a man. Anyway, so yeah, I was there every year, and for me, we're going to go deep now. When I was in high school, I had no friends, nothing, no one. And it wasn't until I joined this particular theatre group that people started to like me, and I was like, eh? Because everyone didn't like me, and that's when I realised that kind of theatre was where I belonged, where people understood me, people got me, people found me funny, people liked me, and I just felt like I was home.
Brilliant. So what was the job that you had before you came to Hammond?
I was holiday rep in Mallorca. So I went as soon as I did a course at 17. They interviewed everyone at the end of the year. That was part of the job, part of the course.
Yeah.
And only 9 of us got the job out of the whole class. And basically, you then got to be a holiday rep.
Where?
I worked in Mallorca.
Whoa.
I did 2 seasons there, and had some of the best times of my life. Still talk to some of these people 20 years ago. I remember in my second season, they said, "Oh, JP, you like singing?" And I went, well, "Yeah." They were like, "Do you want to do the end of year reps show?" And I went, "I can't do anything." They went, "No, you can just do. Why don't you just learn this dance?" And when I tell you, it was the most embarrassing thing I've ever. I've got a VHS of it, and it was
You can fish that one out.
Michael Jackson's Thriller, and we wore bin bags, and we were zombies, and we just put. And I didn't get the choreo right, but I remember thinking, "I'm a star," and I went, "I want more of that." And I was in Mallorca. I went, "I need to audition."
Was that the point?
I've always wanted to. I remember seeing shows as a kid.
Yeah.
Very, very young. My family were in Birkenhead Operatic. I went to go see The Empire. And I remember being a kid just being completely lost watching the performance.
Yeah.
And I think the first time I ever thought that's what I want to do, my mum and my stepdad took me down to London for the first time ever.
Oh, wow.
I went to see Jesus Christ Superstar and Miss Saigon. And I saw Steve Balsamo do. And I was 12 years old.
God.
I cried because I was completely overwhelmed. I've got goosebumps.
Oh my God.
Because I got completely overwhelmed by what I just witnessed on stage. Because I was just like, well, you've heard him, he's on CD. He was like that live.
Yeah.
And then Miss Saigon, where up those vocals, I was just like beside, and I walked out going, that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
But at the time, my parents were not theatre people. They didn't know. They were like, well, you do amateur dramatics, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
And it was very much just like, that was it. No one pushed me, and it was me. And weirdly, I also heard a TV show. I don't know what it was. It was called The Biz.
Yeah.
And the theme tune, it stuck with me now to this day. It was, "They're just dreams till the day you make it happen, just dreams." And I remember going, oh, I've got to make this happen.
That's your mantra.
And that was, I think that's what stuck with me.
Yeah.
And I came home from that season early because I was like, I want to audition. And obviously the season finishes in October, school starts September. So I came home September 5th or 6th, and I'd already missed the audition for Liverpool Community College.
Right.
And I called them up and I said, look, I'm really, really interested. I know the course has already started. And this wonderful woman who I still see her to this day, Andrea, she got me in and she was like, yeah, you're on the course. And I did 1 year and they went, why don't you do another year? Because also in that year was my youth worker. I did another theatre school. And she's the one who actually kind of pushed me into going to the Hammond.
Right.
Because I did this course and she just went, why don't you go for a 3-year musical theatre course? Her name's Celine. And I said, oh, not good enough. And she was like, no, but you'll go and learn. She went, no, but I can't do that. There's my other mantra.
The mantra. The conflict of mantras that you had all the way through.
And so she went, well, why don't you just apply? So I applied for all the schools. Lane, Arts Ed, Formers College, Erdang, Hammond, and I got in every single one of them.
Wow.
And I just didn't, I didn't get any funding. So the only one I got funding was this one.
Yeah.
So I came here. Luckily, it's just 25 minutes down the road. And yeah, I was sad, I think, because initially I was like, oh, I've got to be in London. Because it was very, you have to be in London, you have to be.
Yes.
And if anything that wasn't London was kind of maybe looked down upon, as in, they can't give you what you need. Anyway, I just thought, well, I've got this opportunity. I'm going to take what I've got. And the Hammond gave me the funding. And first day, turned up, I followed the uniform exactly. And I turned up in the precise uniform. Everyone else
What was it?
White ballet socks, white ballet shoes, a unitard, and something else. And basically, I was the only one dressed like that. And 2 girls came up to me because I was feeling very sorry for myself. I didn't know anyone. And those 2 girls now are still my 2 best friends from the school. So, Laura Hammond and Gemma Hallard.
Oh, wow.
They came up to me and they were just like,
what are you wearing?
basically, they were just, they tell the story because they were, from their perspective, they were like, Oh, bless. And obviously I was like 21 and they're all like 16, 17 and like they're like, what's this man dressed like this? And then obviously I joined the Hammond, and then you can guide me to the next question.
So what happens after the Hammond?
I auditioned. I didn't have an agent, so I could only go to anything I could find, which is very minimal. Mm-hmm. Mostly cruise ships. For 9 months I didn't get anything. And luckily the Hammond said to me, you can come and take classes here. Take as many as you like. You can leave whenever you like. I wasn't tied to 9 to 6. It was just, if you want to take ballet, you take ballet.
And did you?
I did. I came 3 or 4 days a week. Maybe I just did certain classes. And then I got my first professional job for Jean and Ryan. And she hired me. And basically, I didn't get the first one because I didn't get the visa in time. Shocker. And then I got my first job and I went July 31st, 2009.
Wow. And then after that, talk us through the career path.
Oh gosh.
What was the big dream first of all?
The big dream for me was West End. That was what I wanted.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to be on that stage doing a musical. I wanted a musical.
Yeah.
I didn't want a little musical. I wanted to be in the proper musical. That's what I wanted.
Okay.
And we got told, it's very looked down upon cruises.
Yeah, years ago it was like that, wasn't it? It's not like that anymore. It's not a stepping stone towards, isn't it?
Completely.
So,
anyway, I then met my now wife in my first contract, and we split up, and I was like, I'm never doing ships again. I hated it. I loved it, but I hated it. As you know me, I don't like to follow rules very well.
I don't know what you mean, JP.
And she was then, anyway, long story short, we got back together. She said, well, the only way we can do this is if we continue on ships, because she was Australian, I was English.
Right.
And so I begrudgingly said yes to the contract. I really didn't want to do it. And I actually really enjoyed it. I went, oh, I had a really good time. And then I did another one, and another one. And then I got hired as a singer, because originally I got hired as a singer-dancer. You'll like this on the second one. Jean and Ryan said, we'd like to hire you as a dancer. I wrote back to Jean and Ryan saying, I think you've sent me the wrong contract. Which was, I wrote to that company saying, I think you've sent me the wrong contract. She went, no, we want you as a dancer. I literally went, do you know who you're talking to? Because I was just like, I'm not, because I knew, again, the level of talent. Anyway, they went, no, we want you.
Again, you're comparing yourself badly.
Yeah. And I remember going to those rehearsals, and one of those stages there, who I still talk to as well, Tessa we call her, she said, can anyone do a barrel turn? JP, can you do a barrel? I went, you are joking. And I've got a video of it, because someone was recording the rehearsal. And I went, you are joking. She went, okay, what can you do? I went, I can do a tuck jump. Because I couldn't do any tricks. Like, I was not a tricker. Like,
yeah,
I couldn't do anything. So I kid you not, there's a video of me doing this. I come on, side of stage, just by myself, and go. And that was my moment in that particular moment. But anyway.
You did that very well,
Thank you so much.
Although, yeah, the underneath leg needs to snatch up quicker.
Thank you so much. Next time I'll do it.
Okay. It's the ceiling.
It was the ceiling, yeah. Absolutely.
All right, that's it for another episode. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And wherever you are on your performer's path, stay safe and sane, and let your creative light shine bright on whatever you do.